Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new video. This is the Wrestling Fellas. I'm Matt, that is Tomo, and we are going to be talking. Unfortunately, it was this time last year when we were talking about Shayna Baszler, Braun Strowman, etc. all being released. Same things happened. A fucking slew of fucking releases. We're going to talk about potentially. Well, I'm going to speak about all of them, but some of them we're going to deep dive into others. Because there's some big ones and some that don't make sense.
Not at all.
But there's still other people hired. So, if you've not already, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Comment down below your thoughts on the releases. And go and watch our other video that's going to be released in the next couple of days. And that is me and Tom are talking about WrestleMania and the night after Raw. Night after WrestleMania and on SmackDown. And what I think about NXT. Briefly, but we'll touch on that more after. So, the releases last year. Duke Hudson, Paul Ellering, Akam, Razor, Cedric Alexandra, Sonya Deville, Blair Davenport, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Isla Dawn, Giovanni Vinci, Elektra Lopez, Carmella, Braun Strowman, Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan, Eddie Thorpe, Gallus, Riley Osborne, Jakara Jackson, Ora Mensa, Javier Bernal, Danny Palmer, R-Truth later on, Carlito later on, Valhalla later on, Karrion Kross and Scarlett later on. Andrade got released in November. No, September. Jasmine Nitz got released in January. And obviously we've got the new ones now. So, quite some big talent got released this time last year. Obviously, I'm looking at Akam and Razor, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Braun Strowman, Isla Dawn, Carmella, and Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai. And at the time, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan were the big ones. This year, it's a big list. So we'll start. I've stuck again. The WWE do this every year. They've always done it where after WrestleMania they release a bunch of talent because either they've got no place for them or they're just, if it's down in NXT or Performance Center, they just feel them releases are like, okay, you've not made it as fast as they want you to do, so you've been released. Alba Fire is the first one on the list. Alba Fire's on TV, literally week in, week out, with Chelsea Green, even though Chelsea's injured. And she's been a mainstay since Isla Dawn. Really, since Isla Dawn got released last year. If you've got to release one, you release both, because Alba Fire, Kaylee Ray, is so incredibly gifted in the ring. She's fucking great in everything that she does. And yet, I'm happy she's been released. Not because I hate her. Because now, she can go to AEW or go in the independents, go to TNA, and go and show what she can fucking do. And WWE are going to miss her. In that aspect.
Yeah.
Andre Chase, NXT. Listen, Andre Chase, obviously you don't watch NXT. Andre Chase has not been on TV properly in about a year and a half, 2 years. Since Chase U disbanded. Duke Hudson left, Riley Osborne left, Taya Hale went her own way, and there was a few others along the way as well. Kel Dixon and Uri Connors are still in NXT. Ridge obviously got released. So yeah, Andre Chase has not been seen really for quite some time, properly, on TV. He's been on TV every now and again with Uriah Connors and Kel Dixon, but Uriah Connors, or Uriah Connors, or whatever you want to pronounce it, is now with Birthright. Yeah, so Andre Chase, not a big loss. Dante Chen, again, has been on and off NXT, has been on and off Evolve. Again, not a loss. Luca Crusifino was a part of the Tony D'Angelo family. Again, when the family disbanded, it just disbanded. Luca went to Evolve. Tony D'Angelo reinvented himself. Translats Lorenzo, Adriana Rizzo, she got injured, Rizzo, and Luca was the last lot of them. Yeah, again, Luca, he was good, and apparently a lot of people are pissed off on the main roster who were friends with him that he's been released. Malik Blade, yeah, I'm not bothered about him. Sierra and Linton from WWE LFG. Trill London from NXT. Tyra May Steele from LFG, who was tipped to be amazing because she's an Olympic gold medalist. And then Tyreek Igwe and Tyson DuPont, who were a tag team in NXT, who were a tag team with Wesley. Obviously, Wesley is now in AEW, but yeah. NXT ones, I can see why they've been released. There's not the NXT, by the tag team, I've got no issue with the NXT ones. Apollo Crews. Crews. Sorry, mate, go on.
Yeah, so you said I didn't know that you'd been doing AAA, so obviously I understood why originally, but obviously, like you said, you've been doing loads of stuff in AAA, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he was in a bit of a feud in AAA, but he survived that many budget cuts.
Yeah,
That it was
gonna happen.
It was going to happen. Baron Corbin got released when he got brought up. Then Apollo Crews should have been released then. So Apollo, not really that much of an issue with, to be fair. Bit going because he was just trying to find his feet again, but yeah. Chris Island from Developmental as well has left, but I don't know. He's never been on TV. I'm leaving them. I'm leaving that one. I'm leaving that one. Zoe Stark got released. She's still injured, which is a bit out of order. They did the same to Ridge Holland in November when Ridge got released. He was injured, and he's still injured now. I think it's out of order they release them when they're injured.
Yeah, it's not fair, that.
No, because they can't do anything, so, like, they're not getting paid for what they were doing originally.
Yeah.
Santos Escobar's been released. Now, Santos, there was rumours Santos in November got released. I think it was about October, November. He did get released. He asked for his release, but then he signed a new contract a couple of days later and then got sent to AAA, where he wrestled for a bit, and now he's been released. Santos is very good in ring. He just never got given the chance. One that hurts me the most, the Wyatt Six. There's a reason it hurts me the most. If you've seen the channel with me and John, you know how much Bray Wyatt meant to us. He meant a lot. So when the Wyatt Six came in, and the way they debuted, and the way that it looked the way they came in, it looked sinister. There was so much hype around it. And then they weren't on TV the week after.
They massively dropped the ball with it.
We had a feud for about 5 or 6 months with the MFTs. What does JC... And this ain't me saying the bad wrestlers, because I know they're not. What does JC Mateo add to the product? What does Talo Tonga add to the product? What does Tonga Loa add to the product? I'm not saying that about Tama Tonga, because he does add to the product. He's the only one that does out of them lot. The Wyatts added something.
Yeah.
Triple H dropped the ball massively with the Wyatts in favour of the MFTs and fucked them over. Even if you didn't want to carry on all of them in the Wyatts. Dexter's great in the ring. Joe Gacy's good in the ring. Nikki Cross, you could have just brought back, took her away for a bit, come back as a single star. Bo Dallas, you could have just had him as Bo Dallas, going out on his own. All this hatred pent up inside because of what happened to the Wyatt Six. Eric Rowan's a monster, so you could have used him anywhere. Or you could have just give one of those guys a chance down in NXT to win the NXT title and get brought back up as a main player. It's annoying, and it's the fact that they're probably going to go and do something.
Imagine that, like, faction in AEW.
I don't think it work in AEW. I don't see that working in AEW. AEW aren't that kind of. They're not theatrical. They're wrestling. It's just a wrestling show.
Fair.
Obviously, you had the House of Black, but the difference with the House of Black is lights go out, they show up behind them, or well, a few times Alistair did that. But like they weren't doing what the Wyatts did. I don't think the Wyatts work in AEW. I think the matches between, for instance, Dexter Lumis and someone in AEW could work very well, but as Dexter Lumis, well, not as Dexter Lumis, but Lumis as himself rather than. I don't think Nikki goes to AEW. I think she goes to. I think she does what her husband Big Damo's doing in Major League Wrestling. Joe Gacy, I can't see do anything other than a tag team with Dexter now. Rowan, I think we'll just do independence. I don't think Bo will do anything, to be quite honest with you. If he does anything, it'll be TNA. Maybe, I could be very wrong, but that's what I think. Another thing they dropped the ball with, the Motor City Machine Guns. Thoughts?
Yeah. I just the most I wouldn't have let them go. So I know recently they'll be on TV, they'll do like little things in the background in like the backstage, like I don't know, talking to other tag teams, and then they'll randomly have a match. But they weren't bad. I wouldn't say they were like bad enough or didn't do enough to release them.
Yeah.
There was a lot, and especially with how poor the tag division's got, you then go and release the Wyatts and Motor City Machine Guns, so that's 2 more tag teams gone. When you've already lost DIY because Ciampa went,
Yeah.
so you're now down 3 tag teams in a division that's already doing poor. So I wouldn't have got rid of him. I didn't mind him.
No, Motor City Machine Guns are one of the best tag teams in the world. They were.
Yeah.
And it's a damn shame now they're not there. Like the tag divisions are all poor anyway. But that's really poor now. Where did they go for me? I think they go AEW. I think that's where they should have gone in the first place.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So when they got brought up, they wanted to go down to NXT and be in NXT. However, WWE wanted them on the main roster.
And give him the title right away.
Yeah. I don't think.
I think that's a decision they may regret.
WWE.
Because letting them go, yeah.
I don't think they'll regret it. Not that because
I think not regret it, but I think they'll kind of be like, should we have really done that?
Well, they could say that about all the main roster, to be fair, but
No.
I don't think they care about the tag division. That's why they got being released. Let's face it. It's the be all and end all is the fact that they don't care about the tag division. If they cared about the tag division, the tag titles would have been on the line at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Last year,
you've lost 2 now, and you've got profits back. That's about it.
Yeah, but they've been moved on to Raw.
You also mean so
you've lost the profits. You've lost 3 tag teams there.
Yeah.
But we'll go into that in a minute. I've got the rest of the tag teams there. The one that hurts the most, we'll get to in a minute. Zelina Vega. So she got the call from WWE. So apparently, normally when it's a release, it's from Stamford, Connecticut, where the headquarters are, or where the headquarters were. This time, and she said it was from TKO.
Shut up.
However, that I don't know whether that contradicts the report that was before, that it wasn't TKO that had anything to do with these releases. It was Triple H. So I don't know which one's true there. But Zelina Vega, listen, a US title run was awful. She didn't like it. She said today on the stream that she hated her US title run. I just think we did not see the real Zelina Vega. For people that know Zelina outside of WWE, we did not see the real Zelina Vega at all in her entire run. Whether it was her in NXT with Andrade coming up to the main roster, getting lost, getting released in 2020, getting re-signed again, we have not seen the real Zelina, and it's done me head in a little bit because she's very good. She's very good. Kairi Sane. You bring Kairi Sane back in Saudi, by the way. To that shit pop that was. For her to be Asuka's right hand. When arguably she's just as good as Asuka. I feel so sorry for Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane will go to AEW. She will do wonders with the likes of Mina Shirakawa, Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Britt Baker whenever Britt returns, Thunder Rosa. There's just so many talent there she could work with. She'd do wonders with. And then the one that hurts the most, Aleister Black.
Yeah,
I say it hurts the most. Do you know what? I was more upset. I was more upset with the last lot of releases because Shayna was in it, and I absolutely love and adore Shayna Baszler. And Gallows and Anderson, I loved as well, and we didn't see the how good Gallows and Anderson were with them. So, but it hurts because he got brought back.
Yeah. That goal brought back
to a shit pop on SmackDown, and was in a feud for God knows how long with Damian Priest,
and
then
just did fall backstage.
Did fuck all, and then his last thing was to do with Dan Housen, and that's probably why he was like, "I'm gone. I'm not doing anything with Dan Housen."
Yeah,
and that's
backstage. He just turned up like in the middle of someone's promo, like Sammy's promo. He'd say like a couple of words, and then they'd walk off. That was it.
Aleister consistently tried to plant seed with wrestlers, and nothing came up any of it.
Yeah.
Like it was just annoying because if that's the way you're trying to build storylines, but then you release them, then what the fuck are you trying to do?
No, it's stupid. Why plank out in the back and then just do fuck all from it?
I do think. So people get so upset with releases, and I'm pissed off with a lot of them. So don't get me wrong. Shayna Baszler got released.
Yeah,
and I love Shayna.
Mm-hmm.
Should have done so much more with Shayna. Shayna has done Bloodsport once for GCW, and that was it. She's been a producer for WWE. Not official, but she's been doing NXT stuff. Braun Strowman, everyone was upset Braun got released. He's been injured. He can't run anymore. He can't go. He's done his knee in.
Yeah.
And he's that tall and that big that he can't do it anymore. Gallows and Anderson, just seen them back in WWE doing AJ Styles stuff. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, we all said that the women's tag division is lacking, and it is. But have we really missed Kaden Carter and Katana Chance? Not really. So I think out of all these, I think WWE, the only ones WWE will miss are the Wyatts and the Machine Guns. If I'm being perfectly honest, and I'm sitting here right now, them are the only lot of releases I think they will miss. I don't think they'll miss Santos. I think AAA will miss Santos. I don't think WWE will.
Him, yeah.
I think Zoe will just do wonders wherever she goes. I do feel like Zoe will probably go. I feel like she's a Maple Leaf Wrestling kind of person, or a TNA person. The issue with TNA is it's a safety net for WWE. So if you go there, you've always got that in your head going, oh, WWE could call me back up.
Yeah, I could go back, yeah.
Wyatts, I don't know what any of the Wyatts do. And Nikki, I'm guessing, goes to, like I said, Major League Wrestling. But Bo, I don't have a clue. Apollo will probably go to AEW, Ring of Honor. Maybe. I'd like to see him in TNA win the TNA title. Alistair will probably go back to AEW with Zelina. I know using better. Alba will probably... She could probably go with Isla in Ring of Honor in AEW. But we said half the people that got released the last lot would go to AEW, and only Isla Dawn has. As far as I know. Only Isla Dawn has. So, tag teams on Raw, on SmackDown, you've got Angel and Berto, who
really in AAA.
Who have been more in AAA than anything. You got the MFTs. You got Pretty Deadly, but Elton Prince is injured. You got Priest and Truth. 1,
That it?
2, 3
So you
tag
just
teams.
named what? So you just named like.
Oh,
three
sorry,
tag teams.
Thraxium.
Oh, they were on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. SmackDown.
Oh, I'm sure you said Raw before it.
No, SmackDown. Thraxium,
Yeah.
Los Gaza, MFTs, Truth and Priest, who shouldn't even be together. And then on Raw, you've got American Made, you got Alpha Academy, Los Americanos, you got Judgment Day, New Day, but Woods is injured. Prophets, Usos, Vision, War Raiders. Why have you just not moved the War Raiders over to SmackDown?
So I mean, you've got like what eight tag teams there.
Something like that.
Move like
But-
one or two of them across.
But then, like, even if they say, oh, well, NXT have got tag teams to come up, they haven't. The Cullen, Sean Spears, Nico Vance, Izzy Dame, only Izzy will make it on the main roster. Birthright, none of them, I think, will do anything on the main roster. Probably Ariana Grace, Santino Morella's daughter, just because of her looks. She's not a fantastic wrestler. Dark State could possibly make it on the main roster, but they're a shit shield. If I'm being perfectly honest. Hank and Tank will probably make it on the main roster. OTM, I don't think would make it on the main roster. Swipe Right, or as the Vanity Project as they're called now. I think could, but they need time. They've only just got brought up. They're only in the 20s. So they've got fucking time, and that's it. The tag division in WWE is shit. The women's, mate, you've got women's for days here. You got the Bellas, you got Bayley and Lyra, Fatal Influence now, Julia and Kiana, Piper and Chelsea, whenever they're both fit. Irresistible Forces, who weren't on SmackDown. Meechin and B-Fab, Alexa and Charlotte. You got Jade, Meechin, B-Fab. So you've got women tag teams. Paige and Brie. The releases I don't think will hurt a lot. I just think it's a shame that they couldn't find anywhere for them.
Yeah.
Triple H posted something about Backlash being on, which is in 2 weeks. He put the OTC returns to Tampa, Florida at Backlash. And by the way, this is a company that has just posted record revenue. They just posted record money coming in.
Yeah.
If one fan said, fuck you, man, creatively bankrupt, and you just TKO's little bitch, like, really releasing the best tag team on your roster because you don't care about tag team wrestling. Carrie saying, just waiting for the day you get fired because it'll come. Triple H won't get fired. No one is watching this. Tell Aria to rehire Zelina, Kyrie, Black. The issue with this is you're going to say, oh, rehire them. But they're just going to sit there and do nothing again.
Yeah, I was gonna say before, how long do you reckon it take before they end up trying to get Alistair Black back, but then he'll just come back and do now again?
I don't think Alistair comes back. I think that's it. That's twice now. I think Alistair won't trust him again.
No, I wouldn't.
Plus Zelina. He has Zelina with him. And I just don't think Zelina's been fired twice as well now. So I think they won't. I think if anyone returns out of the whole list, I think it's the Wyatts. Because of the Bray Wyatt thing.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see Alba back in the WWE ring. I don't see Alistair, Apollo, Kyrie. I think Kyrie won't trust him anymore. Santos wanted to leave anyway. Zoe Stark potentially, but I don't want her to. She's not being used, so yeah. I don't know. It's a shame because releases are releases, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's shit, really.
Who do you think they'll miss the most?
Probably the Wyatts.
The Wyatts.
The Wyatts. I can't think because Black they were doing now with. I mean, two of the others were in AAA, so maybe AAA will probably miss them too. But if I had to say one, it'd just be the Wyatts probably.
Yeah. I don't think Triple A will miss Apollo because he'd always just gone down there. To be fair, I think
Maybe not Apollo, but Santos.
I think and Santos has been off TV now for when was it, January? Eh? What's up?
No, sorry, the my blinds are moving. I keep getting. Do you see the line there?
Oh right, yeah, we're finishing it up now anyway.
No, that's fine. Just move it anyway.
Santos. I don't think will be a me. I think if he would have beat, is it Vikingo he beat? Vikingo beat him. I can't remember. Whoever beat him for the Reyes, whatever it's called, the chance to face Dom for the title.
Right.
I think then they'll probably miss him because he becomes the main player, but he came back and fucking literally did nothing anyway. So I don't see him missing either one of those. I think if they're missing it, obviously tag team wrestling. So most of the Machine Guns and the Wyatts they're gonna miss immensely, but they don't care about tag team wrestling. So who gives a shit, eh? And it pains me to say it, but I hate Triple H for what he's doing at the moment. I'm not enjoying a lot of shit. There is like literally a few things I can say. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Raw and SmackDown for this. I don't look forward to SmackDown whatsoever.
No, no, you.
Oh, I do actually for Trick.
Whoop that Trick.
Because I'm an NXT guy. And I love to see Carmelo and Neil wrestle. And I love Damien Priest, so anytime Damien Priest and Danhausen, but Danhausen looks like he is now on SmackDown more. I'm not looking forward to anything on SmackDown. Raw, Tribal Chief, obviously. I was enjoying Punk at one point. I think the Vision's got plenty of thing with Seth to go. And the Usos with Logan and Austin. Becky with the Intercontinental title. Tiff with the US titles pissed me off. I don't think she needs it. I don't think that title needs it. I think they just need to do more with Julia. Where did they go with Liv? What happens with Liv now? Like, does she carry on feuding with Stephanie? Which I don't want them to. It's done.
No, I didn't want to carry on that, but she came out, didn't she? And then she she attacked her, didn't she, on Raw?
Yeah.
So I just don't want them to go back into that feud, but probably will.
Yeah. So anyway, that is our thoughts on the releases. Please put your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think on the releases as well? Also like, comment, subscribe, all that good shiz. We'll be back next week with a video talking about WrestleMania and Raw and SmackDown. It is out a bit late because I've only just started doing this today again. So please bear with us. We'll catch up. But in the meantime, take care. Look after yourselves and peace. Thank you.